Hey, what up guys, Mikey here, and we're going over the Moto X second generation made in 2014. I've been using this phone for 9 to 10 months, and helping you figure it out is what I'm here to do to see if this phone's for you. So this phone is able to be customized at Motorola's website to put wood, metal, leather, and plastic on their phone. Keep in mind though, the more you customize this phone, the more expensive this becomes. At the top of the phone, there's your headphone port and micro USB at the bottom. The only way to charge this guy is actually through the micro USB, no wireless charging. There are only two physical buttons on this phone, the power and the volume button. This guy is rocking a 5.2 1080p AMOLED display, which means you can put this phone to your head and not make it look like you have a giant tablet that you're trying to talk through. There is a 2 megapixel camera on the front, and this camera's pretty good for taking a selfie. You just have to make sure you've got pretty good lighting. If you flip twice on the phone, it'll take you to the 13 megapixel camera on the back. You're able to tap the screen to take a picture, and tap and hold the screen to take multiple pictures. If you swipe while in camera mode from left to right, you'll receive more options to do with your camera, like 4K video. As you can see, this camera is not the best for point and shoot type scenarios, but if you take your time, you'll be able to get a good picture. In short, don't buy this phone for the camera. When gaming on this phone, it's actually pretty great. I've never had an issue to where my phone starts lagging, if it starts slowing down, and it's just amazing how well this phone can handle pretty much any high-end game, let alone from a racing game to Temple Run to Clash of Clans. Which is saying something, because this guy comes with a Snapdragon 801 that is clocked at 2.5 gigahertz, the GPU is an Adreno 330, and the RAM is at 2 gigs. So it's not the most flagship phone you've ever heard out there, quote unquote, but this guy will run just smooth, which is a really good experience, to be honest. And I've never had any issues of this phone trying to lag between apps, when I'm switching between them, when I'm going through all of it. So I'm sure you've noticed the 4 black dots on the front of the phone, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Those are used to detect motion and movement in front of the phone as a part of Moto Actions. There is another hand feature that will be useful. If you chop your phone twice, it will turn the 2 LEDs on the back of the phone. Do the same motion again and it will turn off the LEDs. Pretty handy feature, especially if you just need to whip out some light. The storage on this guy is static, meaning you can't swap it out or upgrade to a micro SD card, so get the 32 gig. Also, there's a 2300 milliamp battery in there, so the battery's just okay. If you're the person that's looking for the newest phone, the greatest specs, and you want a high-end camera and a high-end screen, this isn't for you. But if you're someone who wants to buy a phone off contract and just drop some money for it for about $299 without customizing it, as well as actually getting a pretty decent experience from Android, this could be for you. Hey guys, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate you coming out. Leave me a comment below that dislike button. Why would I say that? Peace.